everybody. Let me just make sure that everything's working correctly. Hi, everybody. This is Yvonne Rivas with Mermaid Oracle. Thank you so much for coming in to watch your video with me for February 2023. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and find the comment section. Alrighty, just making sure that everything is correct. Everything is fine. So I know this is January 31st. I know this is the very last day, so I'm going to try to do as many live streams as I can to catch up with all of my videos. I apologize that I didn't post my February 2023 on time, so I just decided to go ahead and do live stream all 12. I don't know if I'm going to do all 12 tonight, but if I want to at least do six zodiac signs today, and then 6 zodiac signs tomorrow, to say the least, if I don't get tired, right? So we are going to be using the Tarot 3D by Scorpio and David Corsi. So I hope you guys enjoy the images and the messages just as much as I hope I will. So once again, this is going to be for Scorpio, February 2023 tarot reading. And let's go ahead and start. But if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading with me, my website is mermaidoracle.com. All right, so let's go ahead and start. So let's see, what do we have for the sign of Scorpio for February 2023? What do we have for dear Scorpios for, I apologize if I've been smacking this microphone. What do we have for the sign of Scorpio for the month of February 2023? What do we have for dear Scorpios for the month of February 2023? What do we have for dear Scorpios for the month of February 2023? Alrighty. Let's go ahead and shuffle 2 more times. What do we have for the sign of Scorpio for the month of February 2023? Okay, so let's see what we have. We have the Lovers. Ooh, okay. So I'm putting up a background, so I'm going to some blur, so I'm gonna have to bring these pictures in front of my face. The Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun reversed, the Devil. Interesting. You are getting some interesting cards, Scorpio. We do have right here the Hanged Man, Judgment, the World in reverse, Temperance, and lastly, we do have right here the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so, and then in the bottom of the deck, we do have the High Priestess in reverse. So to me, the High Priestess, usually, I'm not going to even bother to look at this. I'm just going to focus on this right now, which it will end up resonating anyway. So when it comes to the High Priestess, usually what ends up happening when we see this card, this usually tells me that we are having a really hard time listening to our intuition, or we could be in a place where we could be wanting to have someone else's input. We could be wanting to rely on a tarot reader or a psychic, or relying on somebody else for guidance, and it doesn't have to be someone psychic, just someone who is knowledgeable or intuitive in some area. So if this is like something regarding like if you're a student and you need advice or guidance as to what to do next regarding school, maybe talking to someone who is naturally intuitive or naturally not knowledgeable of things, whether that's a school counselor, blah, 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 right? Or a professor who knows what they're talking about, right? Especially when it comes to a specific major. That's just an example. So point is that there is this inability or this incapability to follow your own intuition or your own guidance or your own inner knowledge, and therefore needing to rely on somebody else. With the Star card also right here, which I wanted to talk about as well, The Star card is basically telling me right here with these two cards that we are in a situation where there is hope. There is definitely hope in a situation right here. Now with the Lovers card, right here, this is telling me right here, I feel like for a lot of you, this could be relating to love. I feel like a lot of you guys could be romantically involved with somebody, but I see lots of things that you are needing to confront. For some reason, I get the feeling with this card that this is more internal than this being some like conflict with the other person. So I see internal conflicts. I see internal conflicts relating to somebody who has came back, maybe someone with whom you are either romantically or sexually or romantically and sexually involved with. And the card representing the environment or another person, if for those who are dealing with another person, this could be someone who is pretty inconsistent or someone who tends to come in and out of your life. So let's just recap. This has to do with the inability or the incapability to listen to your own guidance and wanting to get guidance from somebody else. But regardless, there is hope or there is positivity in some way, shape, or form in this situation. There's reason to be positive for some reason. We'll see why. Like I said, this is regarding a relationship or a potential relationship, a partnership. But for some reason, I see confrontations or you needing to come to the reality of something. But like I said, I got the feeling initially that this is more internal than having conflicts with the other person, because the card representing the other person or the environment, for those who are dealing with somebody or will be dealing with someone in February, this is someone who tends to be coming back in. And this could also be the other way around. You could be coming back into somebody else's life, because this is a general reading, and this person could be having some inner conflicts regarding that. Okay, so now the challenge regarding this situation, you do have the Chariot. You do have the Chariot right here. So it does tell me here that as far as your challenge regarding the situation is definitely moving forward. I know I said that a lot of you guys, I felt like there was mainly inner conflicts. For some of you, there could be also lack of teamwork with this person or lack of cooperation with this person. For those who are having conflicts with somebody, but mainly I felt that there could be some inner conflicts. That's what I felt primarily. But with this Chariot card, this could also be just lack of teamwork, lack of cooperation with someone, and sometimes this could be bumping heads. Okay, the reason why this is all happening, the Wheel of Fortune, maybe we're giving this a chance. Maybe this is all happening, this is all occurring because someone comes in, someone who is inconsistent in our lives, someone who tends to come in and out of our lives, is now present in February. And the reason why this is all happening is because we're letting it happen. With the Wheel of Fortune, we're just like, okay, well, if the universe wants this person in my life, then maybe there's a reason for it. So maybe a lot of you guys are doing that thing where it's like, okay, well, if this person is back into my life, then there might be a reason for it. Maybe the universe presented this person back into my life. And it could be the vice versa as well, especially for those who are coming back into somebody else's life and and they could be possibly thinking about that. Again, we're not listening to our own intuition. We're just kind of like, oh, well, maybe the universe has just presented this person back into my life. I do feel like someone here was desperate for attention. I do feel like there is somebody here who is desperate for attention. And if you felt like you were infatuated with this person before, believe me, this addiction or obsession, this infatuation that you have, this unhealthy attraction that you have for this person will come back. I do see that coming back. But I do see halfway through the month, or at least moving forward, with this Hanged Man, this is telling me right here with this card that, I'm trying to put it in a position where you guys can see me. There you go. this is telling me here that a lot of you guys will be analyzing a lot with this person, even though I do see the infatuation will be coming back, even though I do see the obsession coming back and all these, and especially with the devil here, I wouldn't doubt it if this is something that you're worried that this might be an unhealthy situation. But this is telling me that there will be some deep thoughts about this. You will be a bit introspective about this. I did see the Hermit behind these two cards, the Star and the High Priestess in reverse. We do have right here the Hermit, so in the bottom of the deck. So that is telling me right here that we're going to be thinking about things. We're going to be deeply introspective about it, even though we're thinking to ourselves, oh, well, maybe this person presented, maybe the universe presented this person back into my life for a reason. We're still going to be thinking about it. We're still going to be having deep thoughts about this situation, and we're going to really analyze the situation. So maybe at first, even though this person comes back into our lives, and we are going to be having challenges with cooperation. Maybe the cooperation for some of you, or the lack of with the Chariot, could be due to someone here overanalyzing things. Maybe when this person comes back, there's going to be hesitation in things moving forward because someone here is being a deep thinker, because you are in a place where you're not following your intuition, or you feel like you're unable to, and maybe you want somebody else's input, right? So hopes and fears, you do have right here the Temperance card. So for hopes and fears, I feel like this is more of a hope. I feel like this is telling me, for some of you, this could be making amends with this person, whether that's you guys reconciling and starting a relationship, or trying to start a relationship again, or this could be a thing where we make amends, but we just kind of just wash our hands clean, we just shake it off, call it truths, and then that's just that. Okay, so I do see moving forward with the Hierophant for a lot of you guys. I do see that you guys will try to do what you think is right. I think with the Hierophant, what this is saying right here is that you guys are just trying to focus on what is right to do. So I feel like with this card, you guys are more in a place where you're trying to not listen to your ego. You're trying not to, especially for those who have that tendency to come back to someone, or who do not want to come back to someone and want to do the right thing. This card is telling me that that's going to be exactly the case. You guys are, you Scorpios are going to want to do the right thing to do regardless of how you feel for this person. You guys are going to want to do what is right, which is why your overall theme here is, you know, you're not going to know exactly what is the right thing to do. And therefore, I mean, there's still positivity and there's still optimism in this situation. Okay? So that is what I have for you. I'm just going to go ahead and pull a few cards for advice. So let's see. Dear Spirit, what do we have for our Scorpios for advice? What can we give them as far as advice for February 2023? Universe, can you give us 3 cards of advice for our Scorpios who will be watching this video and need advice for February 2023? Okay. So let's go ahead and see what we have. Wow, look at, we have Judgment in reverse. Alrighty, 2 more cards. The Sun. We keep getting the same cards on. And then we have 1 more card. Wow. The Star. The Star. So we have the Star, the Sun, and Judgment in reverse. In the bottom of the deck, the Lovers reversed. There you go, the Lovers reversed. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so as far as your advice, this is telling me right here with these cards that there's something here about separation. When this card is in reverse, this usually talks about separation. And usually when this card is in reverse, this is usually telling us that when something is done, we have to just accept it for being done. We should not revisit this any longer, especially with the Fool card following that. This was right under the Lovers card in the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this is saying, you know, take that risk. Jump off the cliff, metaphorically. Jump off that cliff. See if the grass is greener on the other side. And guess what? It will be. Okay? So As far as judgment reverse, this is telling me that if you guys are if there is some second thoughts of whether or not you should bring this person back into your life, this is telling me right here that we're not accepting the true reality about certain situations. We're not accepting the true reality, okay? Especially with this card right here, the Sun card, this is telling me right here that maybe you're just looking for attention. Maybe you want a little bit of that attention from a person, just maybe not particularly from this person. You just want attention, and this person just happened to present themselves and gave you attention. But with the Star card, again, there is reason to be positive. There is a reason to move forward, okay? And especially with that Fool card, I feel like that's just specifying things better, where we have to just accept the fact that, hey, there's reason to move forward because things are going to be better. The grass will be greener on the other side. Okay. Well, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video for Scorpio for February 2023. Once again, if you guys are interested in getting a private personal tarot reading with me, you can go to my website at mermaidoracle.com and you can book a reading right there. If you guys are interested in getting exclusive content on my Patreon, you can go down below in the description and see the link for my Patreon page. I do post daily tarot readings there. You can find that on my website as well, or like I said, you can go down on the description. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Take care, blessed be, namaste, and I will see you guys next month. Bye.